Minute Tuesdays. I'm not Melissa. I'm her husband. I've hijacked the show for today. But
always.
And we are here today, and we're going to give you a little bit different perspective than you might be used to on these 10-minute Tuesdays. We're going to go from the dad perspective. So, Owen and I are going to talk about some of the things at the park that they're good for all the family. Everybody in the family enjoys them, but especially the guys, it's really stuff that we enjoy the most.
Yeah.
So, first of all, one thing I do want to do is start off. I know that generally speaking, the reality of it is, it's a lot of moms that plan the Disney vacations, and dads kind of step off to the background, let things happen as as mom wants it to. Which I'm going to tell you right now is a really good way to go about it, dads. Don't stress. The reality of it is, any vacation you're going to take that you're going to enjoy is going to be a little bit expensive. Disney, it's going to be a little bit more expensive than some of those other vacations you might take. But believe me when I say that the fun you have, that the time that you have with your family, absolutely worth every penny. It's going to be worth it. Now, if you're looking for a way to save some money, you want to do things a little bit more financially responsibly, that's a good time to call up my wife. She is amazing at getting people the best deals, the best places, at the best times of year. She's going to help you plan your vacation to be its absolute best. And you've got the number at the bottom of the screen, 877-4-GREAT-TRIPS. You can reach out to her on Facebook. You can call her. You can call me. We will do whatever we can to help you have the best vacation you possibly can. With that said, let's get into the way dads do Disney vacations. We're going to go around the different parks. First of all, Magic Kingdom. It is the grandest, the biggest, the best. It's the one that we tend to spend the most time on ourselves. And when you go to Magic Kingdom, if you're a dad, you want the excitement, you can't go wrong going on anything that has mountain in the name. Space Mountain. Super fast. It's in the dark.
And it's not safe to put your hands up sometimes. They make it one off, but that's not important.
And you know what? You'll get a really good idea. If you put your hands up and you're like, it's a little bit scary, pull them down. Splash Mountain.
Well, it's a good thing. It's a pretty fun ride. Similar to like a log flume type of ride. It's a water ride with a lot of drops that aren't too big, except for one huge drop, which is like, I think, 70 feet or something.
About that.
And it has a storyline behind it that he never gets right.
I get it right. Melissa doesn't. Thunder Mountain Railroad. Definitely one of the faster roller coasters, one of the faster rides in all of Disney. A lot of bumps, a lot of dips up and down. A pretty good ride there. One of the newer, actually, I think it's the newest ride in Disney right now, though things are always evolving, always changing. So,
newest ride's in Pandora.
But that's true. Newest ride is in Pandora. Outside of Pandora, you have the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and that is in Fantasyland at Magic Kingdom. Great ride. Obviously, it follows the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs storyline, and it's unique. You move a little bit more with that coaster than you do on some of the other ones. It's a little bit more free movement. I think it's a lot of fun. And then probably my dorky dad favorite thing that I do at Magic Kingdom is the Haunted Mansion. It's good. Yeah, the scares that are in there, they're really not going to be too scary for little kids. But as a dad, and I've always been the kind of guy who, okay, how did they do this? How did they make this happen? How did they go about that? And you've got to realize that this ride has been there for 40 years. So it's almost 50 years now. And to be able to look and try and figure out the nuances and how they went about some of the Disney magic they did there, it's a lot of fun for a dad. Anything else at Magic Kingdom that are good dad rides or good dad activities?
Not really. You pretty much covered it already. So Magic Kingdom is honestly the least bad part.
Yeah, it is more about the fairy tales and the princesses. I don't know that I necessarily call it a girl a girl park, so to speak. But and I just got a disembodied voice from another room that did mention what actually is my favorite dad joke ride of all of Disney World, even above Haunted Mansion, and that is the Jungle Cruise. Which
How did we forget
I
that?
don't know how we fared because it's not exciting, and I was trying to think of exciting rides.
Of course it's exciting.
Well,
Jungle Cruise.
it is exciting because you could be attacked by alligators at any time,
Or monkeys.
or monkeys.
Or hippo. There's a lot of stuff you get attacked by.
Yes.
And a lot of cheesy jokes.
Well, we are running through our 10 minutes much faster than I thought we would, so we're going to go through some of the other parks a little bit more quickly. Epcot, Test Track, fastest ride you're going to see at Disney World.
Rock and Roll maybe.
Rock and Roll roller coaster might be a little bit faster. We'll get to that one in a minute. Soarin' is another good ride as far as dad rides go. It's not a ride, but the Coca-Cola Cool Spot.
Well, yeah. A free Coca-Cola from all over the world in tiny, like, shot glass-sized paper cups, and it's pretty awesome.
And if they go to the Coca-Cola Cool Spot, what's the one flavor they should absolutely try?
Oh, Beverly. It's
best. Yes. Try Beverly when you go there. Trust
tastes
me.
like heaven.
We're just going to move on from that. The World Showcase at Epcot. There are lots of different foods there, food from around the world. Lots of different options. Our favorite is the pizza in Italy. But
your favorite is actually in Denmark or Norway, which happens to have somebody on it. So he claims Olaf waves to him during the ride.
He does. He waves to me every time.
And if you stand up, you can see he is an Olaf fanatic with his Olaf shirt on. And this Olaf that is half as tall as me, which we have just lying around.
Oh, and almost didn't get to come home with us when had our last trip to Disney because Olaf was going to come with us instead.
It's actually Robbie they didn't want, but
we won't go into the details today. Also, if you are at Epcot, another great dad thing for you. The last place in the world you'd probably think of to go to for a really good steak, Coral Reef Restaurant has the best steak in all of Disney World.
And some weird-looking sharks.
Some very weird-looking sharks. Moving on to Hollywood Studios. At Hollywood Studios, obviously the biggest dad ride you can think of there is Tower of Terror. Lots of fun. Love the drops and the up and down, up and down. That's one of the first thrill rides that Owen ever went on.
And he still has scars from where I dug my nails into his hand. But it's zero gravity. How would I put pressure on your hands? That makes no sense.
Good question. The Rock and Roll roller coaster, as we already mentioned, might be the fastest ride in all of Disney World. That's another good one. At Hollywood Studios, the Star Wars already has a very large presence. They've got a great fan base. The presence of Star Wars there is already really big with the Star Tours ride. That's a really good ride. The shows, they go on around the park all day long. You have character meet and greets, and Star Wars is just going to get bigger and better as the years go on. I'm sure that Melissa's already talked about some of that before. You'll be hearing
Star
more
Wars
about it
Land is a pretty massive expansion. They're opening, I think, 2020. There's also a Star Wars themed hotel, so if you're a Star Wars nerd, you're going to get your cup full.
Absolutely. And then finally, on the theme parks, Animal Kingdom. Now, Animal Kingdom has had some really long-term, really popular things. There is Expedition Everest. It's one of the more fun roller coasters.
But it never has a long line.
Yeah, rarely does it have a long line. You can get on there pretty quickly. You have the Lion King show. That's one of my favorites to kind of sit and watch. You get out of the heat of Florida sunshine for a little while, get to sit down. If you enjoy the Lion King storyline, it's a fun show to watch. Now, probably as far as food goes, one of our family's favorite things to do food-wise at Disney is go to Tusker House for breakfast. Some of the best restaurant bacon that you will ever have.
And better than his homemade bacon.
Oh, really? I'll remember that. But the big, giant, huge thing at Animal Kingdom, as you've, again, probably already heard, is Pandora. Pandora, the land at Animal Kingdom is amazing. You've got to go there in the daytime and in the nighttime. Go there whenever you get the opportunity. It is different during the day as it is at night. The ride, Flights of Passage, is the most incredible experience I've ever had at a theme park. Unbelievable, amazing. I've heard when it first opened, people said, "Oh, depending on your size, if you're a fluffy guest, you may not be able to get to ride on it." I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a big guy. I fit on it without any problem. Great ride, great experience, absolutely recommended.
Oh yeah, it's probably my second favorite ride, only rivaled by Tower of Terror. And it's like Soarin', but that's like comparing a carnival roller coaster that goes up and down a hill to something from Cedar Point. There's no way you can compare it to any other ride. It's so amazing. And it's like in a different genre of rides than the normal rides, but it just takes your breath away. And we've gone on it 7 times for me, and that's with 120 minutes waits every single time.
And if you're going to do the Flight of Passage, the thing I strongly recommend, get there before the park opens, get there an hour before it opens. You'll have to wait through a line of people, but chances are you're actually going to be able to get onto the ride and off of the ride before the park hours actually officially begin. So it is worth it, especially if you don't want to wait in line for 2 hours like many people have to do.
You could even be the 27th person on the ride, or you could be the first.
With that said, we've gone over our 10 minutes for 10 Minute Tuesday, so we're going to have to cut it off now. But we appreciate everybody watching today. Hopefully you enjoyed things being a little bit different for a little bit of a dad visit today. And you have the number at the bottom of the screen. You can always reach out on the Facebook page or text Melissa or myself. We'll be happy to help you. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye.